One Piece was a big hit and showed that you really can adapt a silly anime into live action without completely robbing it of its soul. Now, Netflix is looking to recreate that magic.
Magic.
I'm Troy from Marks on Anime, and today we're talking about Netflix adapting Yu Yu Hakusho and Spy X Family into live-action series for their streaming platform. Now, on with the story.
I came here to eat ass and watch anime.
Oh no.
And I just finished One Piece.
The link to the articles I'll be covering can be found in the video description. Bounding into comics reports, following success of One Piece, Netflix announces a release date for live-action adaptation of Yu Yu Hakusho. Netflix announced the release date for their next live-action adaptation of a beloved manga with a brief teaser trailer for Yu Yu Hakusho. For those unfamiliar with Yu Yu Hakusho, the manga was created by Yoshihiro Togashi and was serialized in a weekly Shonen Jump for 4 years, beginning in 1990. It followed the story of Yusuke Urameshi, who died while attempting to protect a young child. Upon dying, he's confronted by a being called Botan, who informs him that he has no place in heaven or hell, given no one expected him to die doing an act of goodness. He's then given the opportunity to be revived. He does so, passes a test, and becomes an underworld detective where he is embroiled in a mystery involving the human, demon, and spirit worlds. I crapped on comicbook.com for this last week, so I have to be fair and point it out that I cleaned this up quite a bit. If you read the actual article on Bounding Into Comics, they did a pretty slapdash job of putting this article together and didn't really edit it very well. But besides that, I have never watched a single second of Yu Yu Hakusho. But it is on my watch list. I know. Talk all the junk you want down in the comments section.
This guy.
Thank you, Doctor. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
I'm trying to knock out animes as I go, and so far I've got quite the list. Plus, I'm trying to get back into gaming, and I'm watching a ton of other stuff on top of it. I'm actually working my way through Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen right now, which I'll have a video on in the future, but regardless, I've seen nothing but positive things for Yu Yu Hakusho, and it's one of those OG animes like Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, and a few others that really paved the way for the anime that we see today. It was 4 seasons long and dropped in 1992, so I was pretty dang young when it was on TV. Plus, anime was not very popular during that time in America. I promise I'll pick it up, but much like One Piece, I'll probably end up watching the live-action show first, and then get around to watching the anime. But back to the article. Along with the trailer, they also confirmed the series will arrive on the streaming service on December 14th. In a press release, Netflix noted the show was created using the same strategy to create the successful One Piece series, quote, utilizing a unique global one-team production strategy that spanned both Japan and the United States, the same approach to adapt the acclaimed One Piece manga. Netflix took the same level of commitment to quality and authenticity in the live-action One Piece to the production of Yu Yu Hakusho. Netflix quickly found out after releasing things like Death Note and Cowboy Bebop.
This is the worst. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That you just don't with weebs. You don't tell them that you're adapting an insanely popular anime series and then give them some ugly interpretation of what you think the show should be. Give them what the show was, but in live-action form.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
They did that with One Piece, and it was awesome. They worked with the creator of One Piece as well, and it turned out to be the best possible version of what it could have been. Though I've never really watched it, I still know that Yu Yu Hakusho is one of those holy grail animes that Netflix needs to be super careful with. It makes it into tons of top 10 lists from YouTube weebs, but they've got a formula to make these shows successful now, so use it!
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Back to the article. The company further detailed, quote, an international dream team was also assembled to bring the epic tale to the screen, tapping into the most advanced CG and VFX technologies from around the world, known as the most innovative VFX studio in the world, and lauded for their work on major Hollywood productions. Scanline VFX was instrumental in giving life to all the characters, both human and yokai. spirits while delivering realistic battle action sequences. Finally, they were adamant this live-action adaptation stays true to the source material. Quote, taking 5 years to complete the production of Yu Yu Hakusho, the team painstakingly assured that the subtleties of every character's emotions were accurately depicted in the adaptation. The fusion of state-of-the-art technology and passion for staying true to the source material promises to make this adaptation a standout in the world of live-action anime, end quote. How about that? Who would have thunk it, huh? Maybe what the people really wanted all along was what they were literally telling you they wanted all along. They've been shouting, stick to the source material, since day one, and production studios go, I just don't get it. Why are these fans so toxic? They must be racist, sexist, homophobic bigots.
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
No, guys, what you're doing right here, this is a secret sauce. Anyway, wrapping this article up, the series is directed by Sho Tsukekawa and based off a screenplay by Tatsuro Mishima. It stars Takumi Kitamura, Jun Shison, Kanata Hongo, and Shuhei Usugi. I truly apologize if I butchered some of those names.
I don't believe you.
It is produced by Robot and Netflix. Mishima previously wrote the Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead screenplay and is also working on City Hunter. Takumi Kitamura previously portrayed Takamichi Hangaki in live-action adaptations of Tokyo Revengers. This all sounds like good news for the reasons I've already stated. The only question I have is if this will be in English, like One Piece, or if it'll be in Japanese and subtitled and or dubbed in English. I suppose time will tell. Netflix isn't done though. There's more for the weebs to enjoy coming out of Netflix, and I actually have seen a few episodes of this anime. Also are bounding into comics. Netflix's One Piece live-action showrunner, Steven Maeda, expresses interest in developing Spy Family live-action adaptation. As Netflix continues to invest in anime to live-action adaptations, including new seasons for Alice in Borderland and One Piece, it seems the latter's showrunner, Steve Maeda, wants to translate Tetsuya Endo's Spy Family manga into live action. I just gotta pause right quick to ask why so many mangas and animes put a silent X in the middle. Spy X Family and Hunter X Hunter are the two that I'm thinking of off the top of my head because they're actually pronounced Spy Family and Hunter Hunter. The X is silent. Maybe somebody can explain down in the comment section.
If you have to ask, you'll never know. If you know, you need only ask.
Anyway, back to the article. Set in a Cold War-esque period of counterintelligence warfare and intelligence-hungry subterfuge, the adaptation of Tetsuya Endo's Spy Family follows Twilight, a highly skilled spy for the Westaslis Agency, whose latest assignment is to spy on the leader of the neighboring Ostania nation. In order to even get close to the Ostanian politician, Twilight, under the alias Lloyd Forger, ends up adopting a daughter and faking a marriage to a local woman. However, unbeknownst to Twilight, both members of his fake family hold startling secrets, with his wife, Yor, actually being the alter ego of a notorious assassin known as the Thorn Princess, and his daughter, Anya, possessing the ability to read minds of those around her. The One Piece showrunner revealed that he has been actively pursuing the opportunity to helm a live-action adaptation of Tetsuya Endo's best-selling manga while speaking to comicbook.com. Quote, I love Spy X Family so much, Maeda told the outlet. It's just wonderful. It's funny you mentioned that one. I've been chasing Spy Family for a while. Despite his desire to tackle a Spy Family live-action adaptation, the Helix showrunner admitted to difficult obstacles facing translating anime and manga to live action. Quote, I think there are so many wonderful stories, Maeda acknowledged. Quote, it just has been, I think, difficult getting the crossover. Anime really is such a wonderful source material. There are just so many great manga and anime titles out there, and they tell these wonderful stories, and they just haven't been tapped yet. And so, not every underlying piece of material needs a live action, he added. Quote, but boy, it would be amazing to see some of them, end quote. I'm personally excited to see My Hero Academia being brought to life later on. Netflix has already said that they're making that into a live-action series down the road, but they haven't given any solid dates that I'm aware of. Fullmetal Alchemist would also make a great miniseries. I know they made a movie in Japan, but I really would like to see it in English. Also, Bleach, I think, would be perfect for a long-running live-action show. I think that could really translate well for Western audiences. But yeah, there are definitely quite a few mangas and animes that would lend themselves to fun live-action streaming shows or films. Spy Family is definitely one of them. Western audiences get the spy concept. James Bond has been a big name for like half a century over here. The Mission Impossible movies have been big hits at various times. We love spy films. Spy Family obviously has some great twists to it, as I mentioned in the plot synopsis, that makes it quite unique and makes it stand out. It's not just Spy Kids, but Japanese. If Steve Maeda could get the time to make this one happen, I think he'd have another surefire hit on his hands, but let's wrap up this article. While a Spy Family live-action adaptation may not be in the works, Netflix has expanded its library with anime live-action adaptations, including the beloved Kingdom and Rurouni Kenshin films. Netflix also currently has several live-action adaptations in the works, including Yu Yu Hakusho, mentioned earlier, and a new adaptation of Death Note from Stranger Things creators, the Duffer Brothers. The second season of the Spy Family anime debuted on October 7th with same-day simulcast on Crunchyroll. In addition, the series movie, Spy Family Code White, releases in Japanese theaters on December 22nd. Are you freaking kidding me? A new Death Note series created by the Duffer Brothers? My mind nearly exploded when I heard that. Death Note is seriously my favorite anime of all time, and I absolutely love Stranger Things. Netflix, I may have to start paying for you again. You're really bringing the goods.
Are you ready?
Comment down below with what you think of this. Did you like what Netflix did with One Piece, and do you think that they can keep it up? Are you going to watch Yu Yu Hakusho when it's released, and do you have hope for it to be a good and faithful adaptation? Let me know if you'd like to see a live-action Spy Family or any other anime brought to life in that way. Also, do you think that the Duffer Brothers will do Death Note justice in live-action form? Let me know down in the comment section. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Marks on Anime, and we'll see you next time.
I've been busy today.